Very near a line now. Regular time just backs out. Oceanus a little bit behind the others. That's it. They're away, and Oceanus dwells a little bit. Barrowline also, and Alkeeper dwelt a little bit at the start. And the first to show is Renus as they come to the first flight. Renus with Sporting Mariner on the outside. 10 Plus is right up there on the inner with Ibn Marj right up there too, and then Christo and then Auntie Dot. It's Renus and Sporting Mariner as they come to in a very fast pace indeed to the second flight. Sporting Mariner from Renus there. 10 Plus on the inside of Ibn Marjid. Tickety-boo just in behind them. Then comes Auntie Dot and Christo, and Alkeeper is tailed off at the moment, Maria Cullen. And it's Sporting Mariner from Renus, then Ibn Marjid. Then comes 10 Plus on the inside. Christo's right up there with them. Pike's Peak is not far behind him, and nor is Mr. Goddard. And then comes Hawser. Just in behind Hawser is Auntie Dot and Sporting Mariner, and John Lower setting a very, very fast pace. From on the inside, Renus, and Renus is outside, and trying to get to the fore is Ibn Marjid. Just in behind him comes Christo. Then 10 Plus on the inside. Towards the outer is Auntie Dot as they race now towards the next. This is the third of the 10 flights. Sporting Mariner in the lead. Sporting Mariner jumps it in the lead. From Ibn Marjid now goes second. 10 Plus over on the far side, the favorite. Towards the left of the picture is Christo. Just in behind Christo is Auntie Dot. Tickety-boo making ground over on the far side. So as they run down towards the next, Sporting Mariner, 10 Plus as they come to the fourth, little between these two. Then comes Ibn Marjid. Topham's Taverns has moved up close to the lead. And then comes Christo on the left, over on the far side, Tickety-boo being tracked by Harry's Double. At this flight, Sporting Mariner and 10 Plus from Tickety-boo on the far side. On the near side, Topham's Taverns with Christo. Just behind them comes Renus, and just in behind Renus is Harry's Double. Behind him, Kildino making ground, and then comes Pike's Peak, and Mr. Goddard on the inside is Ahalo. Renus has lost ground. Barrowline is making ground towards the outside. Just in behind them, Field Conqueror, and Alkeeper is just about making up that ground and is moving up to join regular time, but still 27th and 28th, those two, as they run downhill with 10 Plus on the inside of Sporting Mariner. Tickety-boo going well in third. Behind them come Topham's Taverns and Ibn Marjid and Harry's Double. Then Renus and Christo and Pike's Peak making ground towards the outside. Auntie Dot is next, followed by Ahalo as they come to the next flight, the fifth. 10 Plus, Sporting Mariner, Tickety-boo. Then Topham's Taverns. Just in behind Topham's Taverns is Christo, Pike's Peak on the outside. Behind them Ibn Marjid, and then comes Kildimo, then Ahalo. Behind Ahalo is Auntie Dot, and then Harry's Double. And Kitto making a little bit of ground towards the outside. Running down towards the sixth now, 10 Plus and Kevin Mooney, Sporting Mariner and John Lowe, a little between these two. Pike's Peak moves up to be third on the outside. Tickety-boo a close fourth, then comes Christo. Then Topham's Taverns and Ibn Marjid, and behind them Ahalo still making ground. So racing right over the far side now with 4 left to jump, and it's 10 Plus from Sporting Mariner. Pike's Peak is third. Then Field Conqueror moving into fourth. Tickety-boo is fifth. 10 Plus landed in the lead there. Didn't jump that quite as fluently that time. Ahalo is improving, but it's 10 Plus by about 4 lengths now. 10 Plus from Sporting Mariner, then Pike's Peak, then Field Conqueror, and Lorcan still making ground, but it's Vince Mooney clear at the moment as they run downhill. Kevin Mooney a long way clear on 10 Plus from Pike's Peak. Then comes Field Conqueror, and behind him Ahalo still making ground. 3 from home, 10 Plus lands in the lead from Pike's Peak and Field Conqueror. Running down towards the next 2 flights to jump now, and 10 Plus clear of Pike's Peak and Field Conqueror. 10 Plus at the second last, only about 3 lengths clear now of Pike's Peak, and then comes Field Conqueror. Racing round the final turn, 1 flight left to jump now in the Sun Alliance Novices hurdle, and the favourite and Kevin Mooney a long way clear as they come to it. On 10 Plus being chased by Pike's Peak and Field Conqueror. This is the final flight. 10 Plus lands clear of Pike's Peak, second, third Field Conqueror, 4 Topham's Tavern, 5 is Ahalo as they race into the closing stages. It's going to be another for Walwyn as 10 Plus strides up to the line to win this very clearly indeed. Running on is Topham's Taverns, but at the line, 10 Plus is the winner. Pike's Peak is second, Topham's Taverns is third, and fourth Ahalo. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Behind them came Field Conqueror and Vino Festa, and then Auntie Dot. Behind Auntie Dot was Kildemo, and looking right back to last place, it was Mr. Goddard. And so the result is first, number 44, 10 Plus, owned by Mr. Basil Thwaites, trained by Walwyn and written by Kevin Mooney. Second was number 35, Pike's Peak, owned by Lord Soames and Mr. J.E. Nash, trained by Nicky Henderson and written by Steve Smith-Eccles. Third was number 47, Topham's Taverns, owned by Mr. Roland Topham, trained by George Moore and written by Michael Hammond. And fourth was number 1, Ahalo.
And Kevin Mooney has always had a great deal of brains, and he employed them to the fullest extent today, having really kicked on with 10 Plus. He went a long way from home. He ensured it was a good gallop. We know this horse can finish up this stiff Cheltenham hill, and he made everything behind him struggle to get to him. Coming round the last bend, he was pushing and kicking and slapping. He had been for some way, because this was the way to win. And certainly he did win. How nice to see Walwyn back here again, his second winner in 2 days. And in fact, this one certainly made in the mould of a chaser, and what a lovely thing to see Basil Thwaites' colours back here in front again. He's a great supporter of National Hunt Racing. Coming to the last, a bit untidy there, didn't lose a lot of momentum, but all three of the leading horses there, Field Conquerors, the third of them, were all a little bit untidy as they jumped it. But coming from behind now, you can see the followers on. Pike's Peak's coming, Topham's Tavern. Ahalo there is only fifth, but he runs on very strong. But there's no catching this one. He had flown. 10 Plus had gone up the hill to record his fourth success this season. He was a nice horse last year, but he's a lot stronger and bigger this year, and certainly he has shown what he's made of. What a good staying horse this is, and what a chaser for the future.